Assalamu alaikum and welcome from Gulberg Gymkhana. It's time for Legends League Season 1, where the Delhi Soda Grand community are up against the Maimans here tonight. It's the second over in progress of this match here, where we witness Himaliya Packages winning the toss and choosing to bat first against Hiba Gladiators. And so far, it's not a good start, not a good beginning from Himaliya Packages, losing 2 wickets very early in the very first over. Two of the most destructive batters in their playing 11 have been dismissed already. We saw Saif Chaudhary, the skipper, losing his wicket of the very first ball, and then Munib Javed got an absolute beauty from Ubaid Umar. So a couple of wickets going down in the very first over, and just one run came off the bat. Munib Javed and the skipper Saif Chaudhary, the two batters, dismissed. Shayan Mateen and Fahim Chaudhary are out there in the middle for Himaliya Packages. So it's a quiet beginning and a painful one as well for the batting team. Slightly short punch that way off the back foot, but a partial stop from the fielder at point. There was a fielder at deep third man, so Shayan will just get a single. And then the excellent over from the Maimans comes to an end. 2 overs have been done and dusted. It's 2 for 2 right now. Down the leg side. He's bowling with a shorter run up today, as you can expect, because it's very wet out there today. You can see that very clearly on your screen. There is a lot of fog in the air, and you can expect the ground to be wet. Not in ideal conditions for a cricket game, because the visibility gets slightly lower, especially in this weather during this time of the year. And even the outfield gets a little wet, so it can get a little slippery. That's why you can see a lot of mud at the exact area where he's starting his run-up today, Ubaid Umar. Although he has a very decent run-up. And when he bowls with his full run-up, he can also produce some decent pace, but he is bowling gentle medium pace, but he's still getting that movement into the right-handers. The ball which get rid of Munib Javed was an absolute beauty. Once again, just pushing it slightly fuller now. It's an opportunity of a run out. They need a direct hit, and he misses. It was Fahim Chaudhary who was at non-strikers, and he was looking to return. But the bat might have slipped off his hands, and in fact, he had hit the stumps. A very unfortunate way to get out for Fahim Chaudhary. 3 wickets have now gone down for Himaliya Packages. Fahim departs without even facing a delivery here today. He was left stranded at the non-striker's end for the first couple of overs, and now Shayan looking to force that ball on the offside. Fahim Chaudhary just losing his balance and in the bat, and in the end had no chance to return to the crease. 3 for 3 it is. Another batter dismissed without troubling the scorers. Now it's getting bad to worse for Himalaya Packages. They lost a couple of wickets in the very first over. We saw just a run coming in the previous one, and now they have lost another one courtesy of a run out. Just push that one towards mid-on and we'll get another single. So a very cautious and a very watchful start from Himalaya Packages. A complete contrast to what we witnessed the other day when they were up against Khatri Fighters and Saif Chaudhary was on song. Remember, they got off to a winning start in their first match of the tournament, whereas we saw Hiba Gladiators suffering a defeat at the hands of their fellow Maiman team, the MF Rumi Strikers. Another strong contender to lift the trophy at the end, but still early days in this first edition of Legends Cup. It's the first time we have witnessed the four communities taking part in a single tournament, where you see two teams from Delhi Saudagan community, two from the Maimans, and one each from the Khatri and the Borat community. Surprisingly, we saw NJS losing their first match against Bora Fighters when they couldn't defend 152. Oh, lovely delivery. Have a look at that for a ball from Ubaid Umar. Hardly any celebration from the left arm seamer. Very first ball for Ibadur Rahman, and he had absolutely no clue where it was heading. Pitching on middle stump, swinging away, completely squared him up. And Ubaid Umar picks up his third. Wow, what a beginnings this for Hiba Gladiators. It has been a disastrous start for Himalaya Packages, to say the least. It's not a football match going around here tonight. It's a cricket match where we are witnessing Himalaya Packages losing 4 wickets for just 4 runs. 4 top batters have been dismissed without even troubling the scorers. What a night it is. It's 4-4 tonight for Himalaya Packages. We are into the third over, and it's simply unbelievable of what we are witnessing here today. Winning the toss, choosing to bat first, losing the captain very early, in fact, of the very first ball, and now they are finding themselves in a position where they might get bowled out very cheaply. Ubaid Umar is on song. I won't be surprised if he's going to be given the remaining overs of his spell today. He might even bowl out his 4 overs with this new ball because of the amount of movement that he's getting. 2 absolutely unplayable deliveries. First to Munib Javed and then to Ubaid Rahman. The hero for Himalaya Packages of the previous match, Farhan Taslim, is out there much earlier than he expected. A single to win the over. Once again, couple of wickets coming in it. It's 5 for 4 now after 3 overs. What is happening out here today at Gulberg Gymkhana? It's simply very difficult to explain. First it was Ubayd Umar who was doing all the damage from one end, and now even Subhan who brings the ball back in. Completely surprised Farhan Taslim. Have a look at that movement in the air, end of the pitch. Starting off from outside the off stump, jagging back in, and Farhan Taslim was too late on that. He wanted to keep the bat down, but by the time his bat came out, it was too late for him. And once again, those stumps have been shattered by the fast bowler. Unbelievable scenes here at Gulberg Gymkhana. Himalaya packages, they are 5 for 5. Numan Bari walks in at number 7. 5 wickets have gone down. We are just into the 4th over of the innings. Remember, almost 3 overs still remain in the power play. Forget about getting boundaries. They have hardly been able to get something off the bat today. 3 runs have come off the bat. All have come from the bat of Shayan. And all the other batters have, well, they're just dealing in binary digits. Either not or 1. They've got right-hander at one end, Shayan Mateen at the non-striker's end, and Numan Bari, who has just joined him, the left-hander. I'm pretty sure both these fast bowlers will be allowed to continue their spells with this new ball. Given as a wide by the umpire, and the ball might have stayed a little low as well. Might not see the ball bouncing a great deal on this pitch here today. Remember, the conditions are obviously not ideal because of the lot of fog that you can see in the air, and that is definitely helping the fast bowlers to get some movement in the air tonight. Ubayd Umar is swinging the ball back into the right-handers. Subhan taking them away from the left-handers. Now that was a poor delivery. Easy runs being gifted to Himalaya packages, and it will roll past the boundary ropes. 5 wides given, but they definitely need that. They do need some luck to go in their favor right now, Himalaya packages, because it has been absolutely flawless bowling so far from the Maimans. Hiba Gladiators conceded more than 200 runs against MF Rumi Strikers, but obviously that much was played at a different venue, different conditions, an ideal pitch to bat on at TMC. Once again, too wide. Doesn't really like to bat that early in the innings, Numan Bari. He loves to bat lower down the order when there are 4 to 5 overs remaining, so that he can bring those big shots, which he's known for. Wow, this is not good stuff from Subhan. All the pressure that was mounting on those batters is being released. Couple of deliveries down the leg side that have gone to the boundary ropes. Couple of deliveries well outside the off stump. He's just bowled 2 legal deliveries in this over. The first one got rid of Farhan Taslim, and after that it has been all wayward stuff from Subhan. He's now having a word with his senior pro, Ubaid Umar. Just asking him to bowl with a shorter run up. Try to bowl as straight as possible. It's not the fielding side, but the batters who are under immense pressure right now. That's a better line and length to someone like Numan Bari, because he doesn't really like to drive the ball on the offside. So you got to draw him forwards and make him drive away from his body. He doesn't really like to pull or cut the ball on either side of the wicket. He just like to hit straight and over the top. Don't think he'll look to go for that option right now. Hits it in the air, gets it in the gap. This will run away for 4. First shot of authority from Himaliya packages. It was full, it was outside the off stump, it was swinging further away from him. Just threw his bat at it, Numan Bari. Once again, not a lot of movement of his feet, but have a look at the bat speed. One bounce and into the fence over point. But this boundary shouldn't really discourage Hiba Gladiators, because they know that they are still getting that movement from the fast bowler. All he needs to do is to just keep the ball straight and within the line of the stumps, Subhan. Once again, down the leg side will be another wide. It's the 5th of the over already. Just get the feeling both these batters will have to play a waiting game for at least 4 or 5 overs if they can settle things down for their team, because you've got to expect Ubaid Umar to come once again from the other end, and he'll look to swing the ball away from Numan Bari. So the threat is still not over for Himaliya packages. Nicely pitched up, driven straight towards the skipper. Haris Altaf will get around that one. A very lengthy over comes to an end from Subhan. We saw 5 wides in that one. 4 overs done. Himaliya packages at 22 for 5. As expected, Ubaid Umar has been allowed to continue with this new ball. Must be eyeing some more wickets. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. Now he's still not happy with the area where he is running in. Ubaid Umar, there you see. Just making sure that he distributes that sand evenly. The umpire is also assisting him. It's very difficult for a fast bowler to make sure that you maintain your run up in these conditions. Good delivery, hit straight and given. This man can do no wrong tonight, Ubaid Umar. Hardly any reaction, hardly any celebration. This from the left arm seamer as he gets his 4th. Himaliya packages are going down like a house of cards here. The fall of wickets that started on the very first ball of the innings still continues for Himaliya packages, as now they have lost Shayan Mateen, someone who could have easily scored few runs on this difficult pitch, but now he has been dismissed as well, and now they are 23 for 6. 23 for 6. Faizan Shoaib walks in, another right-hander. Ubaid Umar, well, he's just into his third over. Just 13 legal deliveries he has bowled. Out of them, 4 wickets he has picked. He's bowling at a gentle pace, not with a big runner, but he's still getting significant movement with this new ball. All the fielders inside the inner ring are very close to the bat. Talk about mid-wicket where you can see Fahad Jabbar. The skipper Haris Altaf is at extra cover. Slightly slower. The way he's bowling right now, he doesn't really need any fielders deep in the outfield because the batters are not really looking to play any sort of stroke. He has taken that fielder at third man and a fielder at deep fine leg. No fielders deep square of the wicket. Both mid-on and mid-off are up as well. And that's a... It would have been a full choice if that would have been within the line of the stumps, but it was well wide outside the off stump, so another wide given. Not a lot of runs have been scored off the bat. A lot of extra runs have been gifted by Hiba Gladiators up till now. Slightly short, he gets it in the gap, just Faizan. This might run away for 4, and it does. Not a lot to cheer tonight for Himaliya packages. It's just a second boundary for them. First came off the bat of Numan Bari, and this time it was Faizan who was just looking to guide it past backward point. Third man was pretty fine, and he opens his account with a boundary on the offside. The run rate is not a sign of concern for the batting team as they're going at a runner ball, but it's the wickets column that's going to haunt them. 28 for 6 right now. It's just a batting power play in progress. Once again, it was slightly fuller and it was swinging in to the right-hander. Slightly shorter, but still couldn't find the gap. It's a dot delivery to end the over, but another successful one comes to an end from Ubaid Umar. His spell currently are 4 for 10 in his 3 overs. 5 overs after have been done. It's 28 for 6. First change in the bowling attack, it's the spinner Imran Mohammadi being introduced instead of Subhan from the other end. It's still the last over of the batting power play, and you can expect Numan Bari to make use of those loose deliveries outside the off-stump, because this is the way he plays. Numan Bari doesn't really like to wait a lot. If it's in his arc, it's going to disappear. Very strong batting lineup and bowling lineup. Talking about the Maimans, well, it was a very strong batting lineup as well for Himaliya packages, but goes for the big hit, gets it out of the middle and gets it over long off, does Numan Bari. It's the first maximum for the left-hander. Might not see a lot of turn here tonight because of a lot of dewy conditions here today, but Still, you got to keep the ball in that perfect corridor, something that fast bowlers were able to do, especially Ubaid Umar. He's going to swing for everything right now, Numan Bari. He knows he's got nothing to lose. They are 6 down already. Himaliya packages. Not a lot of batting to come after both these batters. Slightly straighter, but it was angling down the leg side and a touch high as well. Bilal Aslam keeping wickets tonight. Good comeback this from Imran, especially after being struck for a 6. Looking at the conditions, they would have loved to have another fast bowling options in their sleeves. Hiba Gladiators. Short and wide, but couldn't find the gap. It's a dot delivery to end the over. Just 6 runs came of the over from Imran. Batting power play has been done and dusted. Himaliya packages are praying for some respect right now. They are 34 for 6. Just adjusting a field a little bit since the batting power play is done and you can afford to have 5 fielders outside the inner ring, Ubaid Umar, but I still believe that he is going to keep some fielder very close to the bat. He's into his last over now. He's got 4 wickets up till now. Must be eyeing for another one to make a 5-wicket haul for him today. So far he has been simply unplayable. Not a lot of runs have been scored off the bat in his bowling. Just one boundary that Faizan Shoaib was able to get in his previous over. Just tailing down the leg side. Another wide given by the umpire. Well, they have been asked to exercise a lot so far in these 6 or 7 overs, because a lot of deliveries have been going down the leg side or well wide outside the off stump from both ends. Doing the right thing. There's a little confusion between the two batters. Both weren't really interested in that single because Fahad Jabbar was very close to that shot that was played towards square leg. Now Numan Bari once again taking a fresh guard against the left arm seamer. He hasn't really faced a lot of Ubaid Umar so far in this innings, so Ubaid still has the opportunity to get him out. Still making sure that the ball doesn't lose its shine. Slightly uppish, it goes straight to mid-on and Noman will get a single. Now, did he slide the bat before he thought about jumping? Slightly slower through the air from the left arm seamer. Not a lot to talk about for Himaliya packages, apart from the fact that they have been losing wickets at regular intervals. They were 5 for 5 at one stage. And we saw Shayan losing his wicket when the score was 23. 14 runs have been added since. Outside edge and put down. First error committed by Hiba Gladiators tonight. Just get the feeling he was standing very close to the stumps. Not a regular wicket keeper, Bilal Aslam. He's been asked to keep the wickets tonight. The delivery that was just angling across to the right-hander. He was looking to force that one on the offside and a thick edge. And that was put down by Bilal. Nicely driven. Slippery conditions, and Salman Dosani was out there, a deep cover. Couple of runs taken of the last ball. And that brings to an end a wonderful spell of left-arm seam bowling from Ubaid Umar. 4 for 15 in his 4 overs tonight. And has completely demolished the top order of Himaliya packages. 7 overs done, it's 39 for 6. Still fighting hard, Numan Bari. Once again, it's Salman Dosani. And this time he doesn't really slip, but he pulls the ball back with his right foot. Couple more added to the total. Got right-hander at one end, Numan Bari at the other. Just hoping that they can survive the remaining 13 overs of their innings, Himaliya packages. Just need some score so that their bowlers can play with in the second innings. They cannot really afford to get bundled out on a cheap score here tonight. Gets his man. That's a lovely delivery from Imran. And that's what happens when you try to pitch the ball up and outside the off stump to Numan Bari. He's just not comfortable while looking to drive the ball on the offside, and you could see that happening on that ball. It was slanting into him. He drew his front foot forward, but once again missing the line of the ball. That ball just tailing in and once again hitting the middle stump. Big gap between the bat and pad, and this is exactly what Imran Mohammadi was looking for. It's 41 for 7. So Naman Bari just lost his wicket. In comes Anas Tariq. And a right-handed batter, hard-hitting batter. But he's finding himself in an unusual conditions where he is not only supposed to save his wicket but make sure that they keep on scoring runs. It's not a big turner of the ball, Imran Mohammadi, but look at the way he has been able to move the ball in the air and off the pitch. He's not giving any pace whatsoever. Can't really do anything wrong right now, Hiba Gladiators. Everyone coming in and chipping in with wickets. It's 7 for 41 after 8 overs. Another left arm spinner. Now replacing Ubaid Umar. Once again a spinner who is not a big turner of the ball, but he tries to bowl as straight as possible. "41 for 7. We are still not halfway through the innings. It's the 9th over of the innings. Off the back foot, running the first one hard, but they will just get a run. Have a look at those big smiles on those faces of Hiba Gladiators fielders, especially the wicket keeper, Bilal Aslam. Well, he has just dropped a catch, remember? Slightly up edge, but just doesn't carry towards Fahad Jabbar, extra cover. He plays it with hard hands, Anas Tariq. You can expect that from an all-rounder who likes to play big shots. Can't really play with soft hands. Himaliya packages will be hoping that they can get at least to 100 from here on. And for that, these two batters need to make a valuable contribution towards their team score. Otherwise, you can expect them to be bowled out cheaply here tonight. Tries to go for the big shot. Now Maidon was up, so was the fielder at mid-wicket. But the outfield is not that quick here tonight. Hazan Shoaib will pick up a couple towards the leg side. was a risky stroke because he was looking to play against the turn, Faizan Shoaib, but he found that vacant mid-wicket region where he got a couple of runs. Stayed a little low. It's going to be a dot delivery to end the over. 5 runs coming in that first over from Osama. 9 done. It's 46 for 7. Imran Mohammadi to continue. He's into his third over now, and once again the fielders just slipping in the outfield. It was Amar Pasta at extra cover. We have been mentioning that before as well. These are not ideal conditions to be playing here tonight because of the fog and because of the dew that has fallen on the ground. Earlier we saw Salman Dusani slipping while fielding in the deep, and now it was Amar Pasta who was standing at extra cover. Right now both these batters are just looking to survive as compared to scoring runs, because they know that standing out there in the middle is a key for Himaliya packages. Seems like a day 5 of the test match where both these batters are just looking to survive without losing their wickets. And the opposition team is just looking to bowl them out by picking up the remaining 3 wickets. Goes for that paddle sweep. There was no one at fine leg, so the square leg has to cover a lot of distance. Sadiq Surya will get around. Couple of runs more added to the total. Nicely played. This time he has found the gap on the offside, and the ball just slowly. In fact, I think it just has touched the boundary ropes, or well, the umpire would love to ask Adil Sabuwala, who was at short third man. No boundary given, so 3 runs taken of the last ball. 50 comes up for Himaliya packages. 10 overs done. They are 52 for 7. Still, the danger is looming around for Himalaya packages that they can bowl out on a cheap score, as Salman Dusani has now been introduced in the attack. They've got so many wicket-taking options tonight, Hiba Gladiators. We saw Ubaid Umar picking up 4 wickets with the new ball, Subhan getting 1, Imran Mohammadi getting rid of Noman Bari, Fahim Chaudhry losing his wicket courtesy of a run out at the non-striker's end. And now even Salman Dusani is a genuine wicket taker. He's got a lovely wrong gun. He's got a very good quicker one as well. Hiba Gladiators are just looking to get a big victory here tonight. Lovely delivery. Simply unplayable. Anas Tariq was completely surprised by that movement away from his bat. It was pitching around middle stump. The ball just turning away sharply away from the right-hander. Once again, the off stump was uprooted. Another wicket to fall for Himalaya packages as Anas Tariq makes his walk back to the dugout. It's 53 for 8. Nasser walks in at number 10, the left-hander. That's the quicker one we were talking about. He's so difficult to decipher. Salman Dusani can turn the ball both ways, can bowl quicker through the air as well. This will be an exciting tournament. Goes for the big shot, gets it over mid-off, does Ali Nasser. It was just the second delivery that he was facing and he got it out of the middle of his blade. Just giving the ball a little bit of air. Ali Nasser making use of that length, getting it over mid-off and getting a boundary. Might see a lot of that happening as the match progresses. The bowler is just losing the towel to dry the ball. Goes for the big hit. It's up in the air. It's in the gap. Once again, the ball just holding on the turf after bouncing, and that allows Ali Nasser to pick up another couple. So he's not going to stop playing his shots. A successful over comes to an end from Salman Dusani. 7 runs and a wicket off it. Himalaya packages are 59 for 8. So 59 for 8. Usama Ayub to continue. Faizan Shoaib is still out there in the middle for Himalaya packages. He's the only batter who has faced 20 deliveries for the whole batting lineup. Comes down the track, turns it into a full toss. Opportunity for long on, and they are not going to drop those. It was Subhan down there at long on who takes a really good catch. And even Osama Ayub is now amongst wickets. Just when we were discussing that Fazan Shoaib is surviving out there for his batting team, took it as a low full toss, came down the pitch and hit that one straight down to the throat of Subhan at long on. Once again, a wicket goes down for Himalaya Packages. They are 59 for 9. And that's it. Osama Ayub wraps up the innings. And this has been a sorry batting display for Himalaya Packages today. They have been bundled out for just 59. Disastrous batting performance from the Daily saw the ground community. They started losing wickets from the very first ball of the innings where Saif Chaudhary hit the very first ball straight down towards Usaim Ayub, who was standing at short fine leg, and then they just kept on losing wickets. They were 5 for 5 at one stage, and now courtesy of that wonderful new ball spell from Ubaid Umar and the spinners chipping in, Himalaya Packages have been rolled over for just 59. So welcome back to Gulberg Gymkhana after a very short and a very precise innings break, as we saw Himaliya packages from Delhi South Grand community bundling out for just 59 in the first innings. And now Abdullah Afzal and Haris Altaf have come out to open the innings for Hiba Gladiators, just needing 60 to win here tonight. Second match of the tournament, second match for both these teams. Himaliya packages got off to a comfortable victory the other day, but just bowled out for 60, and this is how Abdullah Afzal plays. The very second delivery that he faces, and he hits it way over the boundary ropes for a maximum. And this is the precise reason why he was sent out there at the top of the order to open the innings tonight, so that he can finish the game as early as possible. And if he can stay out there for the first 4 or 5 overs, you can expect Hiba Gladiators to win this match comfortably. Abdullah Nawab bowling the first over. Goes for a big shot, hits it flat and gets it over long off. Back-to-back sixes for Abdullah Afzal. Well, the target is so small, they could have sent anyone out there to open the innings today. It was Abdullah Afzal who came out to open the innings, and he has already shown what he is capable of. 2 sixes to Abdullah Nawab. Not an easy bowler to hit, but they don't have enough runs to play with tonight, Himaliya packages. Earlier in the first innings, he witnessed a wonderful spell of fast bowling from Ubaid Umar, where he was swinging the ball in the air. And then it was the spinners who just wrapped up the innings. Usama Ayub getting a couple of wickets. Salman Dusani also chipping in. Imran Mohammadi getting that big wicket of Numan Badi. And they lost a wicket courtesy of a run out as well. So nothing much to talk about for Himaliya packages for tonight. Once again tries to hit that really hard. Will just get a run since the fielder at mid-on wasn't there inside the inner ring. Haris Altaf is now on strike, the skipper for Hiba Gladiators. Plays it off the front foot. First over done and dusted. It's 13 for no loss in pursuit of 60 Hiba Gladiators. It's going to be spin from both ends. Faizan Shoaib, the left arm orthodox, to share the new ball alongside Abdullah Nawab. Powerfully driven, but it goes straight to that fielder at mid-off. So 2 fast bowlers operating in the first innings for Hiba Gladiators, and they did bulk of the damage at the top of the order, where Ubaid Umar got 4 wickets and Subhan Badelia also got 1. Spinners are taking on the new ball for Himaliya packages, and we saw 2 towering sixes in the first over. Gets a thickish outside edge, but there is no third man in place. The ball is just slowing down, but it will go past the boundary ropes. Another one for Abdullah Afzal. Trying to hit the ball way too hard there, Abdullah Afzal. He was in no control of that stroke whatsoever, but such has been the day tonight for Himaliya packages. Absolutely nothing has gone in their favor. Nothing with the bat, and now already 17 runs have been scored. We are just into the second over of the innings. Bit of turn for the left arm spinner. Set dot to end the over. Just 4 runs coming in that over from Faizan. It's 17 for no loss after 2 overs. Comes down the wicket as hard as Sultaf, and the wicket keeper just couldn't get at the ball cleanly. Bahadur Rahman behind the stumps. Slightly short, but his protection out there at deep mid wicket. Haris Sultaf will get off the mark with the single. Better over this from Abdullah Nawab in terms of the dot deliveries that he has been able to bowl against Abdullah Afzal. He's having a time out there in the middle, Abdullah Afzal. This time he connects and he hits it flat and long. There's Abdullah Afzal. He was waiting for that length earlier in this over, couldn't get it, but this time, the last ball, he was able to hit it over the bowler's head. Absolutely disappointed Abdullah Nawab, but there is hardly anything he can do, especially with absolutely no runs to defend. 3 done is 24 for no loss. Comes down the wicket as Haris Altaf, but getting Q end of the bat. Comes down the wicket and he's going to be stumped. Well, it's been referred to the third umpire, but he came down the pitch on that delivery, did Haris Altaf, and although the wicketkeeper was able to take the bails off, but he'll have to check whether his bat was inside the crease by the time the stumps were disturbed. The umpires straight away went upstairs because they don't want to take any sort of risk, but to the naked eye it looked like that Haris Altaf was a little late in putting his bat back inside the crease. So Haris Altaf survives as he was able to place the ball bat inside the crease. Tough pill to swallow for Himalaya packages. Giving himself room and getting it over mid-off does the skipper. He's going to get his first boundary, Haris Altaf. Slightly short, he just created that room for himself by moving away from the line of leg stump and flat bats it over Anas Tariq, who was at mid-off, so it was another easy boundary for Hiba Gladiators, this time coming from the bat of the skipper. Tries to go for another big shot, but this time the turn and bounce deceived him. 3 overs, in fact 4 overs are completed. Hiba Gladiators are 28 for no loss. Facing Abdullah Nawab. Straight away, inducing an outside edge, but wasn't taken by Ibadur Rahman. He's having a tough night as well behind the stumps. Missed a stumping chance, then he was a little late in getting rid of Haris Altaf, and now missing a simple chance behind the stumps. Powerfully struck once again, hits it flat and over extra cover. Just dealing in sixes right now, Abdullah Afzal. He was able to hit 3 against Abdullah Nawab and now has got 1 against Umaid Waqas too. Can't really blame the bowler because he's young and he's up against a very strong Hiba Gladiators team. And on a night where you don't have enough runs to play with, just 59 is what they got. Can't really blame any other bowler if they are being put away for runs. That's going to be given as a wide because he's just looking to bowl away from the hitting zone of the right-hander. They're getting significant turn. We saw that happening from the other end as well, from Faizan Shoaib was operating, and now even Umaid Waqas is getting a bit of grip on this pitch. Just trying to swing everything towards the leg side. Umaid is doing the right thing by keeping it outside the off stump. Just hoping that Abdullah Afzal will commit an error. He comes down the pitch. It's up in the air. Noman Bari will just watch the ball go sail over his head. Another 6 from Abdullah Afzal's bat. There's absolutely pin drop silence out there in the middle. Hardly any word being spoken by those fielders of Himaliya packages because they know not a lot of time remains before this match is going to get over. And they're going to get a thumping defeat at the hands of the Maimans. Flat bats it. Chance for Noman Bari to take it, and he does. It was hit hard and flat by Abdullah Afzal. Just couldn't get enough elevation, but Umaid Waqas gets the last laugh. Abdullah Afzal, the man dismissed. Umaid Waqas gets his first for his team. Hiba Gladiators are 41 for 1. overs, 1 over still to go in the power play. Anas Tariq has been introduced. Almost got his first wicket there. Look at the shape into the right-hander. Was in the block hole and it was swinging into the right-hander, just missing the leg stump. And once again, Ibadur Rahman just not gathering it cleanly. I think he's still suffering from that shock that he got when he was dismissed against Ubaid Umar. Tries to hit it a little too hard, does the skipper, but will just get a run towards long on. Coming in at number 3, Subhan, just placing it on the offside. It's slowing down a bit. Just kicking the ball inside. And as Saif Chaudhary, Subhan picks up a couple. Low full toss and driven, but mid-on will come around and Subhan will pick up another single. So just 15 more runs to win for Hiba Gladiators. It's going to be an early finish tonight as we witness Himaliya packages being bundled out for just 59, and not often you see that happening, especially at this ground on this pitch. But the conditions were tough and Ubaid Umar were simply unplayable. Especially the way he got rid of Munib Javed and Ibadur Rahman. I mean, those two were absolute peach of deliveries. Comes down the wicket, and it's a slower delivery that gets rid of Haris Altaf. Could have introduced him early on, Anas Tariq, because he can swing the ball back into the right-handers. Haris Altaf once again looking to use his feet, completely deceived by the lack of pace. And it's Anas Tariq who gets his first wicket. Both the openers now dismissed. First it was Abdullah in the previous over, and now Haris Altaf making his walk back. It's 45 for 2. Fahad Jabbar walks in at number 4. Opened the innings in the previous match against MF Rumi Strikers and got a decent start, but they can easily afford to shuffle their batting order today, Hiba Gladiators, because now they just need 14 more to win, as the batting power play is done and dusted. They are 46 for 2. Into his second over, Humaid Waqas. Now with Fahad Jabbar out there in the middle, you can expect things to get over very early now because he doesn't really like to. He's getting decent turn of this pitch. Humaid Waqas, Fahad Jabbar just placing it on the offside and Faiz Chaudhary just slipping it while looking to cut that one off. Goes for the sweep shot and taken. It's Muneeb Javed who takes an excellent catch at mid-wicket. Another wicket to fall for Hiba Gladiators as Subhan looking to sweep it. Just couldn't keep it down, but an excellent take by Muneeb. Second wicket for Humaid Waqas. Excellent catch by Muneeb Javed, low down towards his right, as Subhan will also return to the dugout. It's 47 for 3. Bilal Aslam and Fahad Jabbar now at the crease. Statistically, both these batters usually open the innings for Hiba Gladiators, but they could afford to shuffle their batting order tonight because they just needed 59 to win. He's bowling well, Humaid Waqas. He's a young left-arm spinner who's got a very bright future ahead of him. Humaid Waqas varies his pace and turns the ball significantly, as we have already seen on this track. Lovely delivery. We were just praising how well of a spinner he is, Humaid Waqas, and he has completely surprised Bilal Aslam. He was in absolute shock, couldn't really believe what has just happened. Once again, the ball pitching on roundabout legs, sharply turning away from him. Playing it with a straighter bat and missing the line of the ball. Fourth wicket gone down. Goes back for a dug tonight, Bilal Aslam, as Humaid Waqas now picks up his third. It's 47 for 4. for 4 as we're going to witness another change in the bowling attack. Anas Tariq being taken off. Abdullah Nawab comes in from the other end. Just trying to make things a little interesting now, Himaliya packages, although they still might not be able to defend the next 13 runs. It's a game of cricket. Anything can happen in T20 format. And now they must be thinking what would have happened if they had gone past 100. Down the leg side, swept nicely by Fahad Jabbar. That's going to run away for 4. 50 comes up for Hiba Gladiators with just 9 more needed by the men in blue. Just sitting down on one knee, paddling it past the fielder at fine leg and making sure that they get closer to that total. That is short, put away nicely. This is what Fahad Jabbar can do. All the hopes that they were having, Himaliya packages, that they might make things more interesting, have now laid to rest by these couple of boundaries from Fahad Jabbar. He's got so much experience, has been in these situations in a lot of time, but it's Fahad Jabbar who is once again come to the rescue for Hiba Gladiators. Now they just need 5 more runs to win, and I'm pretty sure he's going to look to finish the things off with a big shot. They've got an experienced bowler against the experienced batter, and so far it's the latter who is winning the competition. Such a solid technique Fahad Jabbar has got. Can bat at any position, usually likes to play at the top of the order in the recent past, and he has done so well for each and every team that he has played for. Slightly short, puts that one away towards mid-wicket. That's going to be another boundary. And the scores are now level. Abdullah Nawab was brought into the attack so that he can pick up a few more wickets, but that really hasn't happened. 3 boundaries conceded by the spinner. And now we just need 1 more run to win, Hiba Gladiators. Hasn't been his night tonight, Abdullah Nawab. Would have been much better if they had continued with Anas Tariq, especially after he got that wicket of Haris Altaf. He was getting that movement. He's very deceived, in fact very difficult to pick when he is looking for those slower deliveries. It's a low full toss, driven straight towards mid-off, run out opportunity, and he misses. Noam Nasser would have been dismissed without even facing a delivery if that ball had hit the stumps, but luckily it didn't happen. So 8 overs done, it's 59 for 4. Into his last over now, Humaid Waqas can well and truly turn out to be the last over of the match. Flicks that one away towards square leg, gets a single. And this is it. Hiba Gladiators have managed to win this match comfortably by 6 wickets. With a lot of deliveries to spare, 71 to be precise. And a very brief and a very disappointing match, you could say, for Himaliya packages. Just 59 is what they could manage in the first innings, and after a few hiccups, after losing 4 wickets, Hiba Gladiators have finally able to score 60 runs and registered their first victory in this Legends Cup Season 1 and a huge defeat for Himaliya packages that will dent their net run rate. game that we witnessed today at Al Mansoura Cricket Ground. It was Himaliya Packages taking on the Hiba Gladiators. It was a daily community against the Maiman clash, and we saw a one-way traffic, a one-sided affair where Himaliya Packages were just bundled out for 59, and in reply, Hiba Gladiators were able to win this comfortably by 4 wickets. I would like to call upon stage the losing captain first, Saif Chaudhry, to come forward and have few words with me. Obviously, he can plan about the next game later on, but it's important that he can have few words with me first up. सैफ इतनी गुफ्तगू करने का ज़्यादा है नहीं, लेकिन कुछ हद तक इनफैक्ट काफ़ी हद तक सीखने को मिलेगा आज के मैचेस से, आज की गलतियों से.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. वीवर कॉट ऑफ गार्ड. यही है क्रिकेट में, ये सीखने को मिलता है कि जो चौथे नंबर का बैट्समैन, 5 नंबर का बैट्समैन दूसरे ओवर में बैटिंग पे आ रहा है. नहीं, मैं स्टार्ट दे देता था टीम को, तो इंशाल्लाह फिर ऐसा नहीं होता. बहुत टूर्नामेंट बचा है, इंशाल्लाह कम बैक करेंगे.
और आज ऑल्दो इतने ज़्यादा रन्स नहीं थे, लेकिन एक अच्छा पॉजिटिव साइन हुमैद वकास जिस तरह से गेंदबाजी की आज.
नहीं, डेफिनेटली मुझे हुमैद पे भरोसा है, इसलिए मैं उसको आज लेकर आया था बड़े मैच में, एंड होपफुली ही विल परफॉर्म.
All the best, sir, for the remaining matches. And now the winning captain of Hiba Gladiators, Haris Altaf. If you can come on stage and have few words with me. हारिस भाई, अच्छा मैच, अच्छी फतह और जल्दी घर वापसी.
बिल्कुल, सबसे पहले टीम को मुबारकबाद, अच्छा मैच जीते. बस जल्दी फारिग हुआ तो बल्ली मेरे पे आइए खाना खिलाने की, और क्या होगा.
लेकिन शानदार गेंदबाजी की आज उबैद उमर ने, कंडीशंस का फ़ायदा उठाया और बिल्कुल हिलने नहीं दिया ऑपोजिशन को.
बिल्कुल, उबैद नो डाउट हमारा स्टार्टिंग बॉलर है, हमेशा से हमारा ट्रम्प कार्ड रहता है. तो उसने ऊपर से जो चौधरी सैफ को, मुनीब जावेद को और जो इबादत को गेंदे किए हैं, आपने भी देखा होगा, आउट क्लास कर दिया उसने. और 5 आउट हो जाता अगर बिलाल असलम हमारा कैच नहीं छोड़ता तो.
बड़ा टूर्नामेंट है, आगे और 2 कम्युनिटी से खेलना है. आपका पहला मैच आपके मेमन से था, वो भी काफ़ी करीब गए थे, तो एक अच्छा बूस्ट मिला होगा आज की जीत के साथ.
बिल्कुल, वो भी इंशाल्लाह जीत सकते थे. क्रिकेट है, थोड़ा 10-15 रन ज़्यादा थे. अब इंशाल्लाह कम बैक किया तो उसको कंटिन्यू करने की कोशिश करेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
ऑल द बेस्ट हारिस भाई. हारिस भाई, आप मेरे साथ यहाँ स्टेज पे ही रहेंगे. नाउ विल बी इन फैक्ट announcing the winners of the prizes today. It's going to be, the first award is for the legend of the match, and for picking up 3 wickets in a very small run chase, it's Humaid Waqas. Humaid, if you are here with us, you can come forward and collect your award of cash prize of rupees 2,000 from Haris Altaf. Not in a winning cause, but a decent performance nevertheless from the left arm spinner. The next award is for the man of the match. It was a very brief match that we witnessed today, and for picking up 4 wickets early on with the new ball, no surprises. It's the left arm seamer, Ubaid Umar. Cash prize of rupees 4,000. उबैद, मुख्तसर सा मैच और मुख्तलिफ मुश्किल कंडीशंस थी. रनअप में हमने देखा कि आपको थोड़ी सी मुश्किलात पेश आ रही, लेकिन क्या शानदार गेंदबाजी की आज.
आई थिंक बैटिंग कंडीशन होती है अमूमन यहाँ पे, लेकिन मौसम ऐसा है कि थोड़ा बॉल स्विंग करता है, तो उससे फ़ायदा हुआ.
आप छोटे रनअप से गए, इनिशियली हमने देखा इतनी ज़्यादा पेस के साथ गेंदबाजी नहीं की, लेकिन काफ़ी हद तक मूवमेंट मिल रही थी आज आपको.
जी हाँ, कोशिश यही थी कि विकेट टू विकेट बॉल करें, क्योंकि फ्लैट कंडीशन में तो यही होता है, थोड़ी भी बॉल अगर आप ख़राब करो तो चौका छक्का लगता है. तो विकेट टू विकेट कर रहा था, जिससे फ़ायदा हुआ.
क्या गुफ्तगू की थी बिलाल से जब वो कैच छूटा था?
नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं बोला उसको, हो जाता है, कैच छोड़ जाता है.
All the best, Ubaid, for the remaining matches. That was Ubaid Umar, the man of the match for today's match, for picking up 4 wickets. The action doesn't stop here. We're going to come back here at this venue once again tomorrow, where we're going to witness Himaliya Packages taking on Bora Golden from the Burhan CC Club. So we'll be joining you tomorrow at the same venue. Till then, it's Allah Hafiz.